Hello, BHMS families. Um, I am coming on to just do a quick video, and I thought about doing this after having some conferences recently with some families that were kind of on the fence about what to do for their child's third year, or kindergarten year, as many of you know it as. In Montessori, we just call it first year, second year, third year. Some children come into us pretty early, and they would then stay for a fourth year. And at Blue Hill, we like to call that their leadership year. Now, I've thought a lot about this, and especially over the years of being in the classroom. And I've been reading a lot about it, and um, just wanted to have some information for you for a little food for thought. So, just to start, after many years of observation, Maria Montessori discovered that there's a limited window of time when children are able to obtain information and skills more easily and naturally. And this time is called sensitive periods. That's what she called it. And just one in particular that's popping in my head right now is the sensitive period for language. And that is really from age 0 to 2. And you can see that at 2 years old, all of the language that is just flowing out of that toddler, right? They're picking up new language constantly, saying new words, and you're wondering, where in the world did he or she come up with that or hear that? But they're hearing it and they're saying it. Now, we also know that children from 0 to 6 are in the first plane of development. And this is a huge growth plane. And within this plane, there are all of these different sensitive periods, like I said. Now, acting as a primary or children's house guide, I have had the privilege of working with children in the second half of these sensitive periods in that first plane of development. So, really, children 3 to 6 have been the children I have worked with the most. And when describing these sensitive periods, Montessori said it comes for a moment, but it lasts for a lifetime. In these 3 years, we create an environment where the children can develop four key skills. And those skills are order, concentration, coordination of movement, and independence. And these are there to further their learning for life, right? I always think of that, we're there to aid children in life. That's why we're called guides. We're just guiding them. Children gain these skills, these four skills, by going through the stages of the 3 year cycle in the children's house or primary environment. And as first year students, they're introduced to new expectations and rules. They explore the lessons that they're given, the environment, and social interactions with others. The second year students build on their first year experiences by repeating lessons to master skills and are more confident in returning to their familiar environment. During these 2 first years in the children's house, children make incredible progress with the four key skills. And finally, in their third year, students become academic and social role models to the others while they continue to build on their own skills. So, if you think about it simply, it's the first year, they're explorers. The second year, they're experimenters. And the third year, they're experts. Now, if we take one in particular lesson, table washing, we give this lesson to the first years and they repeat this work over and over and over, and it's water and it's soap and it's so much fun. It's empowering that they can walk over in their own classroom, get water in this big pitcher, and have an apron on and just scrub, 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 make bubbles, right? It's about the process for them. Now, when it comes to children who are in their third year in the Montessori primary or children's house classroom, they're doing the same lesson that they've known these 3 years now. And I'm sure they still love working with the water and the soap, but they do this for a different reason now. They do it for a practical reason. They see that a table is dirty and they clean it. Now, as adults, this is a simple thinking process for us. It's very logical, but for young children, this is a sign of them entering a new phase of development and their focus is more on the product. So before it was about the process and now it's about the product. Um, Please excuse the noise in the background. That is my cat who apparently thinks she needs to jump over a gate that's up instead of just walking right around it. There's a space, but anyway. Um, Now, another example that I want to give you is children in their first year practice some counting. Now, for them, counting 1 to 10 is kind of like a chant. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And we're using these number rods. We're starting with quantity. Now, when they see the value increase as they count, it's pretty magical because those number rods start as something short, 1, and it ends at 10, and it's super long. By the time they're in their third year, they're applying this fundamental math skills that they've gained in the past 2 years to now do operations. They're adding, subtracting, multiplying. Sometimes they even leave us with a little division. They might even be counting money and telling time. And as they move along with math, they're introduced to more abstract approaches to math by doing word problems with their classmates or exploring how materials overlap. Now, first year students often want to show us all their work. Come see, let me show you. But once they're in their third year, they're more curious. Is this right? That's when I know that their interests are now with the product and their brain is changing to a stage where they're more prepared for abstract thinking. This is also the time when children start to see the bigger picture. They're more aware of the classroom as a whole. They offer to help their younger peers. They contribute to maintain the classroom, and they start to think ahead of daily schedules to help the day go smoothly. All these things are necessary for them to be successful when they move on from us to elementary school, first grade. Imagine, imagine an arch with a keystone. That third year is the keystone, and it completes this third year cycle, this 3 year cycle that's so important. They hold the class together as its glue. Well, I'm truly grateful that I have been able to return to the classroom again these past couple of years to continue the Montessori journey with so many amazing children, your amazing children. And if you're on the fence about sending your child for their third year due to any factors, please come in, chat with me. I understand that every family is different and there are things that make everyone's lives maybe a bit easier, but I hope that this short video has shown you that giving your child a third year in a Montessori environment helps them and you in the long run. I wish you all a joyful holiday season, and I feel so very thankful to be able to say that I'm head of school at Blue Hill Montessori School. Thank you.